Snapchat is the easiest way to make money online right now. So I'm about to show you 3 ways that you can make insane money with Snapchat. And before we even start, if you want to know who I am, my name is Eddie Eisner. I have 280,000 followers on Snap, and I own 13 Snap shows. In 2023, I did over $100,000 in profit on 3 separate months, and that was all through Snapchat. And because I'm a large creator on Snapchat and I own 13 Snap shows, I have connections at Snapchat and I've had several meetings with higher ups at Snap. I just wanted to go over that so that you guys have an understanding as to who I am and why you should listen to me. The first thing we're going to go over is Snapchat Spotlight. This is by far the easiest method to make money online, not just the easiest way to make money on Snapchat. So what is Spotlight? Well, Spotlight is the exact same thing as TikTok, YouTube Shorts, and Instagram Reels. It's just another short form vertical video platform. But the thing is, Snapchat's far behind their competitors. So to try and counter this, they are literally paying creators just to post. The difference between this and TikTok and YouTube, for example, is that on TikTok and YouTube, you're getting paid for how many views you get. The difference is on Spotlight, views do not matter. Someone who gets 10 million views and another person who gets 100,000 views in a month will get paid the same amount. And for you guys who are watching this video, that's probably gonna help you out, not hurt you. So if you're wondering how much the payout is, it's $1,000 per month. And of course, there are a few requirements so that Snapchat's not just throwing money away. The requirements are that you need 1,000 followers. And trust me, getting 1,000 followers is super easy. Not only can you do it through your content, but I know people who just go on their quick ad and just add everybody and get 1,000 followers before they even post. The next thing you need is 10,000 views over the course of a month. So if you want that reoccurring payment of $1,000 per month from Snapchat, you just need to get 10,000 views per month. You don't need to get 1,000 followers per month though. Once you hit 1,000 followers, you'll never need to do that again. Another requirement is that you're gonna need to post at least 10 times in the month. So within an entire month, for example, this month is May, I would just have to post at least 10 times in May. This is a super easy requirement. The only reason they do this is so that you don't just post 10 videos on one day. So if I posted 2 videos a day on the first 5 days of the month, that would count because I have 10 videos and I posted on 5 different days. Next, you're gonna need 5 of your videos to have a Snapchat edit. Once again, this requirement is insanely easy. A Snapchat edit could be adding music. It could even be just taking the pencil tool and just scribbling, or even just adding a text caption. And I believe even filters count as a Snap tool, so that's a super easy requirement to meet. And then out of all of these requirements, to be honest, the most annoying one is that your account has to be older than 30 days. So unfortunately, you can't start making money on day 1, but on the 31st day, you'll be able to make money. So now let's get into how to start. So if I flip the whiteboard over here, I actually wrote out for you guys how to start with Spotlight. The first thing you need to know is, should you create a new account? In my opinion, if you have an account that's older than 30 days, then use it, because then you don't have to wait 30 days to start making money. But if your account's not older than 30 days or you don't have a Snapchat account, I would just create one. Waiting 30 days isn't the end of the world. The next thing you want to do is you want to scroll on Spotlight. What I mean by that is literally go on the app and just start scrolling. If you see a viral video, the person that posted that went viral because it was just a good video. So you can recreate that video or honestly just re-upload it. And a lot of people have asked me, what's the importance of your niche, or how can you find a niche? A niche, of course, just means the category of videos or the topic that your videos are in. So unlike YouTube or TikTok, the niche is actually not that important. Almost everything blows up on Snapchat right now because Spotlight is a new feature. So to find your niche, you can easily find one in less than 5 minutes just scrolling on Spotlight. But the only important thing is that you stay in your niche. So once you pick the niche that you want to make videos in, just stay in that niche, don't upload anything else. And it's super important to stay consistent. I would say just upload once a day. If you upload once a day, you're definitely gonna get 10,000 views over the month. You're definitely gonna get 1,000 followers if you don't use the quick ad method. So you'll meet the requirements. Super simple. And the best part about all of this is that you can create multiple accounts. Snapchat does not care how many Snap accounts you have. So although they cap the amount at $1,000 per month that they pay, what if you just create 3 accounts or 4 accounts? I know people who have created 10 different accounts and they're cashing out $10,000 a month. On each account, they just post once a day. Posting 10 times can take them less than an hour, and they're making $10,000 a month doing that. So this is why Snapchat Spotlight is by far the easiest way to make money on Snapchat. Now we're gonna go over to stories. So the first question you're gonna ask about Snap stories is, how much can you get paid? Unlike Spotlight, the ceiling is infinite. And the reason is because with stories, you get paid through ad revenue. With Spotlight, you get paid through Snapchat's program. 2 totally separate things. For example, David Dobrik was getting millions of views on YouTube. And you know how much YouTube can make. And he totally quit YouTube to go full-time on Snapchat. And that's because of how much Snapchat's paying him and because of how easy it is to just post stories. So pretty much when you go on David Dobrik's Snap profile or anybody else, you're just clicking through their million posts that they post in a day. And every 3 or 4 snaps, you're gonna get an ad, and then David Dobrik is getting a percentage of that ad revenue. Of course, Snapchat takes the other percent. And this doesn't just apply to David Dobrik because he's famous. My friend Adavier was able to build a following of 500,000 followers on Snapchat. And right now, he's in the Stories monetization program, which is pretty much how you get paid through Snap Stories. And Adavier is posting 35 times a day on his story, and he's making $1,000 a day just from posting these. And the reason I wanted to mention this is just to prove that anybody can do this. So if you want to start, it's actually really simple to gain followers on Snapchat. To grow an audience, you're going to do it through Spotlight. Similarly to how Quick Ad gives you followers for Spotlight, followers are universal on Snapchat. So anybody from Quick Ad, anybody that follows you from your Spotlight videos, they also will follow your story. So essentially what Adavier did is he built a following on Spotlight, and then he just started posting stories, and then the people from his Spotlights were watching his stories. And because Spotlight's new, as I mentioned before, it's super easy to grow, so if you want to do this, you should start now. And the best part is you can get that $1,000 a month payout for your Snap Spotlight while you're trying to grow your Snap Stories. Because you could just do the stories and the Spotlight payout on the same account. All you have to do is just meet those Spotlight requirements that we just went over. Next, once your Spotlights start picking up, start posting 20 plus times a day on your story. This is because the more stories you post, the more ads you're going to get in between your stories. By default, you won't have ads in your stories, but Snapchat won't accept you if you're not posting 20 times a day or more, because then they won't make money if they monetize you if you're not posting enough. And once your stories start getting views, don't stop posting on Spotlight, because by posting on Spotlight, you can double or triple your story views very easily. Essentially, it's just growing your personal brand. But through Snapchat, it's so easy because nobody's doing it right now. And if you think posting 20 times a day is a lot, trust me, it's not. From my meetings with Snapchat, to my understanding, it actually works better if you post in batches. So if you post 7 times in the morning, then 7 times in the afternoon, then 7 times at night, you're gonna get more views on your story. And a story should follow a story or it's gonna be boring. So you can literally post the things you do in the morning, then the things you do in the afternoon, then at night. It's not gonna add any extra time to your life. According to Adavier, it takes him less than 30 minutes to an hour a day just to make all of those posts. And one thing I just wanted to add here is that your final snap for your story is super important. So once you post those batches of, for example, 7 stories, your 7th post should be clickbaity so that people click on it. Because whatever your latest snap is what's going to be the thumbnail for your snap story on the Discover tab. So by making the last snap in your batch kind of clickbaity, then you're going to get a lot more views and then you're going to get monetized much quicker. And if you're wondering what a final snap should look like, it should essentially be something that looks like a real snap, but it's very funny, or it's just somewhat clickbaity. I'll put a few examples on the screen right here. And last but definitely not least, we're going to be talking about snap shows. If you don't know what a snap show is, it's on that same Discover tab as public profiles. Public profiles meaning where you can view people's stories. Of course, a snap show is not a story. Essentially what it is it's a 3-minute vertical video. It could be a satisfying video, it could be a celebrity news video, or pretty much anything that Snapchat has approved. And this can make a lot of money. As I mentioned in 2023, I've had multiple months that have made me over $100,000 in profit. So how did I get my Snapchat shows? As I mentioned before, I have 13 shows, but to start, I obtained a portal. A Snap portal is essentially the place where I pitch shows to Snapchat. So not anybody can just get a show. You're gonna need a portal to get a show. Long story short, I had to connect to somebody who had to connect at Snapchat, and they wanted to work with me because of my prior experience with content creation on YouTube, and that's how I was able to own 50% of my portal. Right now, it's almost impossible to get a new portal, and you can't really do it without a connection at Snapchat either. On the other end of the spectrum though, I can pitch people's shows for them through my portal. For some of my shows, I actually have a creator who creates the content for me, and then I just take a percentage of their show for hosting their show on Snapchat. And if you're wondering what the acceptance rate is on these pitches, right now it's pretty low. I'd say it's around 25%. So if you want your own snap show, it's unlikely to get one unless you have experience in content creation, and you can find someone, either myself or somebody else that owns a portal, for you to pitch your show through. And then on top of that, your show might not even get accepted. But if you're able to get accepted, there's a ton of money that you can make with it. And I didn't want to go too deep into snap shows just because of how hard they are to obtain. But the thing is, Snapchat Spotlight and Snapchat Stories, anybody can get into and anybody can make a ton of money with them. And if you guys made it this far into the video and you want my full guide on social media, DM the word doc to @ITZEddie on Instagram, and I'll send you over my full guide to social media for free. Anyways, I'll see you guys in the next video. See ya.